Hi everyone. Sunday night with Miss Clarity and Co. I'm Miss Clarity and this is
Co.
not really.
I'm Marty.
Marty's a blacksmith and a paranormal investigator / consultant.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Hopefully we're on the right page tonight. We're running a couple of minutes late because the computer did not want to boot up at all. So that makes life interesting. You know, technology goes all wrong at the end. Hello, Kylie Kelly. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for coming along. Marty's just trying to see if we can put a photo in the comments of baby Trixie Calf, who was born 2 weeks ago. Hello, Boo. Judy Bella Boo, I think that is. And Melissa and Jess. Thanks for coming along, guys. Tonight we thought we'd talk about where does everybody go when they go. Yeah. And we have some interesting stories to share regarding that. So I hope that's something that interests you all. And of course, we'll be doing our free 30-minute giveaway for a 30-minute reading. 30-minute reading giveaway tonight as well. And and of course, doing our runes. And I've brought along some crystal cards tonight, which have some very cute little messages on them. So tonight will be crystals and runes. Reading giveaway tonight as well. Turn that down so I don't really want to hear myself. Yes, we're good. Thanks, Kylie. We've both had busy days. Marty's just got in from the blacksmith shop. You didn't bring the rose.
Oh, I'm going to get it.
There we are. So organised.
I can't comment a picture on there.
Can't put a picture on there. We can't put a picture on there. It says you've joined, but we can't get a picture. I don't know why. It's very frustrating that we can't post pictures. So
it is. I'll be back in a sec.
But you can tag people. Yes, go get your rose. And we'll talk about that when you get back. So what was I saying? We'll get organised in a sec while everyone's just coming on. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Lynn. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So we'll get organised shortly. So Marty's been at the blacksmith shop all day, and I've had a rather weird day with some grass seeds and puppies. So I'm covered in dog hair. Here we go. So what is this one?
That's a rose.
Yes, I know, but we've had the brass rose and we've had the red rose.
Well, this one has a blue centre.
Yep.
The rings on the next row outside are purple, and then the rings at the very base, or the petals at the base. So these ones are straw coloured here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Those ones there are purple, and that one's blue.
Possibly can't see that in this lighting, but
the colours in that rose actually come from the heating process of the metal once it's hot.
Oh, cool. So the reason for the roses are that we're going to, one lucky person is going to win a rose. It's just in there. It's going to win a rose when they buy a pack of Coffee Oracle cards eventually, when that comes out, and we're looking at very shortly for that. I think there's a launch on November the 10th, I think it is, on Spiritual Events Directory, and we'll be doing that. We're both good, thanks, Elizabeth. How are you? Yes, he is talented, isn't he, Tina? They are beautiful. They're eternal roses, and they're well worth winning, believe me.
Larry Hagberg makes a better rose, so.
Did he say that?
No, but I'm saying that I'm getting in first. Very talented blacksmith. G'day, Larry.
You can see we're kind of sharing the antlers tonight. I tried to get them back, but we still can't position them with both of us sitting in here. You need to come forward because people can't see you properly.
Well, I'm going to break the camera if I get too close.
That's possibly true, but anyway.
How's that?
Yeah, the rose is awesome, Jess. It's well worth winning, and we will be announcing when that starts. So at the moment, Marty's just bringing in each of the roses that you would have a choice of. So you'd have a choice of what color rose you would actually like when we do that. G'day, Larry, all the way from New York, the New York blacksmith.
Hey, Larry.
Okay, so we were going to talk about where does everybody go when they go?
Well, that can be taken two ways, can't it?
Why?
Well, you mean when they pass over from this world to another one?
That's what I mean. Where does everybody go when they go?
Well, see, that's the thing. It depends on people's beliefs. A lot of the books and things that I've read say that when people leave this existence for another one, they go to a place that we can safely call home. And that's where their soul group and spirit group is.
Mm-hmm.
Hello to Steph from the UK, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, so they basically go to, we could safely call home, heaven, or whatever you'd like to call it. With their soul group.
I call it home.
Yeah.
Everybody goes home. And there's obviously not everyone goes to the same home.
No.
But they do go home.
But coming from different people that have had near-death experiences, in different studies that I've done with the paranormal, some people are confronted when they pass with a light, and they follow the light, and that takes them home. Others are met by spirits of friends and family. Some of them are actually confronted by doors and a choice of where they want to go.
That's intriguing. Doors.
Yeah. I had a death experience once years ago, and I actually had the choice of 3 doors to go through.
Mm-hmm.
I had a white door, a grey door, or a black door.
Mm.
I walked away.
You came back.
I came back.
Came back to Earth, sucker.
Oh no, look, I'm glad I came back. I know some fantastic people. I've managed to help a lot of people. So yeah, look, it's worthwhile being here. Apart from that, I'm pretty stubborn. It's hard to keep me down.
Well, lucky for us, otherwise we wouldn't have a nice rose to be giving away, would we?
Well, you'd have to get Larry to make it.
Nah, he's all the way over in the States.
Oh, that's true.
They're good to me over there. Here in Australia.
Yeah.
All right. So hello to everybody joining in, and hi to those coming in from UK and the States, and hello to everyone in Australia.
Now, as a
someone from Glasgow.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely.
As a paranormal investigator and deliverance minister, a few years ago, I went to help somebody move on, a family member,
mm-hmm.
and I was blessed. I was truly blessed. So we sat around in a circle. We were all concentrating on this family member. We
mm-hmm.
were praying. We had candles going to, signify the light and everything. I won't go into detail on what we did, but I was granted a vision of people walking out of what looked like a mist,
mm-hmm.
walking forward to greet this spirit.
Oh, I've got chills.
And, they all come up and they greeted him. There was hugs. It was a very moving, very loving feeling. And they've linked arms with him and wandered off.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at your story. Larry can save the postage to the States.
Yeah, go on, I dare you.
I'm going to bring it out personally. If you'd like, Larry, I could put up one of your roses as one of the prizes as well, if you like.
I thought he was going to bring one over here and fly over to visit us again. I keep daring him to.
Yeah, sorry. So they came out of the mist and they enveloped the person.
Yeah.
And then they
all just, it's like they all just like walked away into the mist.
How beautiful is that?
It was very moving. There was tears in everybody's eyes. And when we spoke about it afterwards, we all were granted the same vision. at that time. So, it's comforting to know that our soul group is there waiting for us,
and family,
and family, friends, and that. So we have company when we go. Now, one of the theories about what happens when you actually go, depending on the trauma suffered during your life and through your passing, is that you go through a cocooning process.
I think we spoke about that briefly.
Yeah, and that process is basically where your soul is wrapped up in a cocoon of love and peaceful energy, and you're allowed to heal of all the traumas and everything you went through in your earthly existence.
Sounds good.
Yeah, look, it's very interesting. And likewise, not only when we go, but when we come. I touched on this once before, that there's a lot of people out there that believe that a soul chooses its parents, its siblings, and its friends before coming into existence, to give it the best chance of learning what it needs to learn. And other friends from that soul group can actually incarnate at the same time and find each other and help each other to learn.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
And that's it will resonate with a lot of people. So I'm just wondering, has anybody out there got any questions regarding that? Or have you had any experience with that that you can add to the conversation regarding about where everybody goes when they go? I know I was talking about this today with someone regarding the fact that when loved ones come back to visit, that the message that they genuinely try to get across is that they know what the family has done here on earth to in memory of them when they're gone. So I know messages I have received have been regarding, like, one was a lady's daughter, and she sent me both the smell of a rose and the vision of a rose. And I asked the lady, because I didn't know anything about it, what does the rose mean? And she said, oh, we planted a rose in memory of our daughter in the garden. So that suggests to me that they know that we're doing that sort of thing for them. So
the other thing that happens when here we go,
Moira has said she had a near-death experience when she was 16. It was a classic light at the end of the tunnel, and I saw Jesus waiting for me with my relatives. I had to decide if I lived and went back or carried on to heaven. Obviously, I came back, and now I'm not frightened of death. Yeah, that's beautiful, Moira. And there's a lot of people who have had reported that tunnel.
That's right. So what you see, I think, actually depends on your spiritual beliefs at that moment in time when you pass. Like Christians, but were brought up Christian way.
Larry says his wife's message was, "This will all make sense," and that's true, because we're not meant to know all the details. We're supposed to have faith and trust.
And trust, yeah.
Yeah, and this will all make sense when Larry goes to join his wife eventually. Hopefully not too soon, Larry, because we'd still like to have you around a bit longer yet.
Yeah.
All right, so if there's no more questions on that, or oh no, my son's dad passed away, Leanne says, a few weeks ago, and I got a tattoo of a monarch butterfly on my ankle for him, as there was one on the flowers I put on the spot where he was killed. Oh, that's great. See, and as far as I know, Leanne, or the messages that I've received from loved ones that have passed over, is that they do know about things like that, and it's one of the things they like to get through, that they've seen that and they know that you've done that. So
the other thing that quite often happens, like we found out through investigating the paranormal experiences, is that when somebody passes, they'll quite often hang around for a couple of days to make sure that their friends and their family are okay. And quite a lot of the case studies that I've done, there has been people either smelling of pipe tobacco or a certain brand of tobacco, or smelling of flowers or aftershave, or certain things going on that would remind them of the loved one that passed.
Darius Knight would like to know, is it possible to change your purpose in life while you're alive?
Look, it is. The problem is we actually generally don't know our purpose in life. That's one of the things that.
Well, some of us are lucky and
we
do know, like have a deep knowing of what our life purpose is, and others tend to float around. Hi to everyone that's joining in just now, and others who float around from one thing to another and don't
no idea what they're doing.
No. Honestly, I don't think there's any right answer to that, or there's any right thing. There's some that can come in and just have a deep knowing and go for that, and there's others that just kind of float around. But in the end, my belief is that we all end up contributing in some way to what we're supposed to be doing. So
and look, if you come into your earthly existence and you don't learn the lesson that you're here to learn, well then my belief is that you'll come back again and search for that lesson so you can try and learn it in the next existence.
Kate says her brother passed suddenly and was wondering if he knew what was happening, and did he know what he had to do when he passed?
That is also an occurrence that we've had to deal with when somebody passes and they don't realise that, because it's been quick or it's been sudden or something like that, they don't realise they've gone. Some people will actually just carry on in their everyday life. But quite often, if they have a good belief system, friends and family will come there. They'll be presented with a light, and they'll pick them up and take them home.
I'm getting yes on that, Kate, that he did know and that he knows what to do, and so that's a yes as far as I'm concerned on that topic for you.
Yeah.
And hopefully he will be able to come back through once he's done some healing and visit you in some way that you will know that he's been there or come to see you.
Yeah.
And Leanne said that her son's dad hung around for a few days because she loved the energy. And that's right.
Hang on, apparently he loves.
Sorry.
You've lost
loved her energy.
Yeah.
And I've had people that I have passed over, and I've had them come and squeeze my hand, and that was within 24 hours of them passing. They've come and held my hand and squeezed it because to comfort. So which was really nice.
Yeah.
Mel Jane says that she felt her hubby around for about 10 days when he passed, and that would be right. And it's as much as that's a difficult time, that's kind of a special memory as well, isn't it?
See, when my brother-in-law passed away from cancer, I wasn't. It was estranged from my wife at the time. I wasn't allowed to visit him or anything like that. And the day of his passing, I had a crow, a raven, fly up to me, climb up, sit on my lap, and perched up on my finger. I got to pat it, and I felt a very calming, peaceful energy, and actually felt like it was giving me a message that it's all right.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely does happen. I don't know how to. Is it Greta Frost? Felt like my dad communicated communicates with me through birds. That's funny. I feel like mine did too. A parrot. It used to come and tell me off regularly. A king parrot, like a blue and red one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's possible too. Here we got Jeanette Halbert. My mother put on Tuesday. On Thursday evening when I arrived home from work, I found a picture of an angel, usually on the bookcase over my bed, sitting upright on the bed. No window open, no breeze. Haven't touched it in a few months. Mother dropped it on the bed for me. I hope so. It made me laugh. I felt comfortable. She was 91. Last few years, not kind with dementia. She was a God-fearing woman and not afraid of what was ahead. Yeah, I think that was a big message for you, Janet, that, she was back and definitely,
They do try and let us know that they're okay. And look, a lot of people aren't going to like this, but when somebody passes, we need to accept that they've finished what they're doing and they've found a place of peace and happiness, and that the feelings that we feel, the grief and everything we feel, is actually because of us, because we're going to miss having that person in our life, and we have that hole in our life because of it.
Yeah, it's a very lengthy kind of topic.
Yeah.
And Nicole said her mum hung around for weeks, and anytime she thought of her, the TV would randomly switch itself off. And she had to smell the roses. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, my mum hung around and left me a few signs when she passed as well.
Yeah. So we've got all right. We better get on to some readings because we've gone. What is the time? We're nearly half an hour up.
One more.
Yep.
Another one, because I've grew up in a haunted house. I've seen spirits as a child. When my grandfather passed, my dad's side, I didn't know, and I was sent outside to mow the lawns when all that side of the family came to visit. And while I was mowing the lawns, my grandfather walked up to me, and I was pretty angry that I had to mow the lawns when all the family was there. And he told me not to be angry with my dad. And he told me to, be calm and everything was going to be all right. And then he shook my hand and said that he was going away for a little bit and I wouldn't see him for a while. And told me that he loved me and walked off. And he also went to visit my father, who turned white. His hair turned white overnight. So my grandfather actually went and appeared to a few members of the family after he passed to let us know that he was okay and, what affairs to get in order and what he wanted done.
There are some that are very strong, as they were on earth, and they're strong in spirit as well. That, just because they've passed over doesn't always mean that their personality changes. So if they were quite, demanding on this side, they could be quite demanding on the other side as well. So, all right. So we better see what we can do about doing some readings. There's some interesting stories. Thank you so much for sharing, everybody. Nicole wants to know, do black crows, are they significant? She feels since her father-in-law passed, there's crows hanging around.
Have a meaning. Look, it can. I had one visit me when my brother-in-law died, and I've never had a wild crow come up and perch on my finger and let me stroke it and give me that sort of feeling before. When my mother passed for 3 days before she passed, the crow came and sat on the windowsill and talked to us, she said.
That's because crows are actually sit at the door, between.
Well, in the old days, they used to see crows as the messengers from beyond, or the messengers of the gods.
They are messengers.
Now, there was an interesting comment up here we probably should address, and that one is right there from Darius Knight. And he's just wondering what would be the best way to control a psychic ability. Did a reading for a psychic and was spot on, but can't control it.
Well, I don't understand what he means by control it, because For most psychics, unless you've been doing a lot of years and you actually honed your abilities and you spend a lot of time tuning yourself to source or spirit or whatever avenue that you're going there, that ability comes in and out, and you can't control spirit world, and you can't control the source guidance either. You can only ask it to receive guidance and ask to be a true and clear channel for the information that you're delivering to people. And other than that, you can't control what's going on.
Well, I don't. I mean, my gift comes and goes. There are days when I am about as psychic as a house brick. All right. And my intuition is just like right out there. And I'm literally like a walking house brick. I just don't know anything that's going on. But in a situation where somebody needs... Thank you. Well, I'm built like a brick something, but yeah. In a situation where somebody actually needs guidance and you have an ability, you'll find that, it'll just come randomly, right? And what I do is I trust on my gift to come when it's needed and it's going to benefit the people around me the most. Okay, so it's not something that is for my benefit. It's something that is for the benefit of others.
All right. Is there anybody out there? We've got the runes tonight, and I've got some crystal cards for some messages tonight. So is anyone out there who would like a rune and crystal
drawn
for them? Please say so now. We will keep on moving. We are going to pick a winner of our 30-minute reading. And I just want to say to Darius, look, let go of trying to control it. Just let it develop, and do some meditating. And when it comes up, then it comes up. And you're probably getting better guidance than anybody else that is actually trying to force it to happen anyway. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, just getting ready.
For what? Practice makes perfect. That's another one too. So the more opportunities that you get, you'll find that if you're in the right frame of mind, it'll pop in. And and everyone's different. Everyone's gifts are different, and that's the beauty of it. So
and what I do on days when I resemble a house brick and somebody asks me to draw a card or a rune is I'll draw a card or a rune.
Oh, just ignore him. All right, let's start. Narita, if your dad turns up, and we have had spirit drop in on the last few shows, if he does turn up, then we will try and tune in and get a message for you. But we'll see how that goes. We've had 3 shows where they've arrived.
Yeah.
And 1 show where they arrived through the show, but we didn't realise till after the show, so we had to make contact with the person after that. So again, we can't predict when that's going to happen. So, but if it does, we definitely will. All right, Mel Jane would love a message if drawn to. Thank you kindly.
That is nice and polite.
So a rune for Mel and a crystal card message for Sugar. They went everywhere.
A rune for Mel. Well, the rune I've drawn for you, Mel, is Berkana. This rune here, to me, symbolises being upright. The way when it comes out of the bag, it symbolises new beginnings. So new beginnings can be taken as the end of one situation and the beginning of another one. So I would think that you have something about to start in your life, or there's been a door closed and there is another one that is like about to open. And what did you get, Miss Clarity?
The crystal card that came out was Rhodonite. Beep. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that. The color's not quite right, is it? There you go. Can you see that it's pink with black bits through it? Rhodonite. It's actually, that one's actually comes from Tamworth in Australia, although I think they're running out at the mine, but it's actually an Australian crystal. And it talks about changing your environment and to change yourself. To change your environment, you need to change yourself. So if you're expecting to have new beginnings, what'd you say?
Hey? Yeah.
You need, if you're looking at having new beginnings, you need to change the way you're thinking. You need to accept yourself and others just as they are. And this will bring about the change that you need. So it talks about, are you being too critical of yourself and others? And the Rhodonite is a great crystal for actually giving you that self-love, self-esteem type of energy. It helps you have that type of energy. So unrealistic expectations are causing you disharmony and conflict. So if you want that change, you need to start thinking differently
and working on the change that you want, the new beginnings that you want to come
I hope
about.
that makes sense. Okay, Kirsty Hayes, yes please. A rune for Kirsty. Ooh, I have one already. That was easy. So the card that come out, sorry, Kirsty, is Selenite. I love Selenite because it's so high vibrational. And it talks about being guided by your heart and soul. Connect with your feelings and your instincts, and your guides are trying to communicate with you. Selenite is very high vibrational, so it is a connection to a higher source. Stop being distracted by others' demands and start listening. You are here to live your life for yourself and be guided by your heart and soul. So make some quiet time at night to sit and reflect, especially under the moonlight. Focus on living the life you want rather than trying to seek approval from everybody else.
Well, I'm just going to back that up. The rune that I just drew was radio, which symbolises communication and journey. So once again, the rune and the cards have a very similar meaning.
Okay. So Tina Walters. Hope that was helpful, Kirsty. A rune for Tina Walters. All right, so we're going to speed up now so that we can get through as many as we can. That's not one, that's three. Are you ready? If you're ready, you go.
The rune that I've drawn for you is luck, and it was drawn in the upright position like this. All right. Meaning that you have good luck coming to you.
Good luck coming?
Yes.
Yes, and I've got the carnelian come out for you, Tina, which is an orange stone.
Up upside down, but yeah.
And it says abundance is afoot and prosperity is set to flow your way. Yay. They're asking you to rejoice in the pleasure of receiving. Have a clear vision and intent on what you'd like to manifest, and determine ways to increase the life force in your body, whether it's about eating properly or eating nourishing foods, or it's time to move your body and mind. So it says things are aligned, and there's great new things entering your life right now. So carnelian, if you don't have a carnelian stone, they're very easy to get as a tumble, and they're not very expensive. Carry one in your pocket. Orange, they're associated with the second chakra.
It's amazing the energy that crystals can have, and when they share it with us, the difference that it can make on our lives. Although the crystals can also draw energy from us, and as well as we draw energy from them. I'm just being punched here below the table.
I wouldn't do that. Come on, move it.
Yeah, well, that was a bit below the belt.
It wasn't.
You know how you're sitting there at the table when somebody kicks you under the table?
You're a dobber.
Well, I just got
what
punched.
a dobber. You're a dobber. Come on, rune for Fiona. Fiona Camarera. She would love something.
Okay,
That's
so
2, not 1.
Fiona, is it?
Okay.
You would love one. So, Fiona, you have something on your mind at the moment, and you're wondering if it's going to work. You're sort of losing hope for it, but the rune we've drawn is the rune that signifies hope, or to me it signifies hope. And drawn upright, that says to me there is still hope. So whether that means anything to you or not, I don't know.
You finished? Have you finished?
I'm just going to waffle on a bit more.
Yeah, waffle. The crystal card that came out was stupid. Septarian nodule, or a Septarian, which is an intriguing looking stone, and often associated with being a dragon's egg, I think, the Septarian, which talks about seeking help and guidance from others, an opportunity to present itself to change your life and have an impact on many people's well-being. It says the number 7 is lucky for you, and to contemplate the benefits of a strong and healthy community, organize and attend group events, form a relationship with your neighbors, and share ideas. It talks about finding peace in your surroundings. It says accept loving offers of help and friendship as they present themselves each day.
There you go.
Does that resonate with what yours was? I was too busy trying to tell you to be quiet.
Yay.
Hope
I'll
that
tell you
helps,
what,
Fiona.
I don't know if I'm going to come and help you with feed the animals on the farm. You're going to be like this, although you did cook me a nice dinner. Not that I need it. I mean, you should see me. I'm 130 odd kilos.
That's not my fault. Come on, move it.
No, come on, off you go. Next one, come on, draw a card.
I'm trying to think.
Go on,
Jess.
Harry and me. Go on, off
Jess
you go.
Ainsworth.
Okay, now draw a card. Shuffle. Draw it.
I have it.
Did you finish it?
It's flipped out across. I'm going first because you're too slow. And just the card that's come out is Hematite. Hematite, which is like that silver magnetic type stone, if you know anything about crystals. It's a really good grounding stone. Okay. So settle yourself and step out of any chaotic situations. Avoid getting pulled into old, unhelpful patterns, and choose options that are logical, feel right, and benefit everyone, and look for a better way. And take each time to ground yourself, slow down, avoid rushing or cramming too many or too much into your day to prevent unnecessary mistakes or accidents. So it says a good affirmation is I am grounded and only make wise choices. So that a good way of grounding would be actually to carry a piece of hematite if you can do that as well.
The rune I've drawn is the Venway rune. Now, to me, that signifies victory and worth. So, yeah, basically, you do what Miss Clarity has been saying and take the advice of the cards, and there is victory there for you. You're worth something. You make a contribution.
Well, it's just saying that perhaps you aren't going about things the right way, and you may feel that things are like getting on top of you, or that it's all out of control. So it's saying ground yourself, start cutting off some things that aren't, or cutting out some things that aren't very helpful, and you'll see some movement forward. All right. Nicole Bradbury.
Oh, this is one of my favourite runes.
Oh, no. Go on. It is too. Go on.
This is the love rune. No, two meanings for me on this rune. One is the flowing of water, and the other one is love. And I don't know if you know this, but most of you will. The two strongest things in this world that we know of are the power of love and the power of water. Water can move mountains. The flow of water can move mountains. So, you know, somebody's just bestowed a blessing on you.
All right. Well, I've pulled the Shiva Lingam crystal, okay, which is an unusual little oval-shaped crystal that's found in a riverbed in Asia. So it represents breaking old patterns and opening up to new life. It's also talking about balancing sexual energy. So it also talks about embracing your sexuality. Okay, it's a very good stone for that. Also, it talks about feng shuiing your home, consider it, and removing clutter from your space and your mind. But the big message here is delighting in the sensual pleasures of life. So I think love would be part of that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay, so are we up to Moira?
We are.
Moira McCarthy. Yes?
Yep.
Okay, I've got Cinnabars come out. If you can see that. It's quite an unusual stone. Probably not one that's readily available, but you might find a piece somewhere. It talks about that there's an aspect in your life that needs to return to balance. It may be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. Saying you already have the tools to succeed. They're all within you, and all you need to do is master them. So don't play small. It's time to be brilliant and take center stage. So an affirmation for that is, I weave my magic and create my perfect life. Does that resonate with what you've pulled?
Well, when you weave your magic and you create your perfect life, that brings about good fortune. It's the F rune, the rune of fortune, Fehu.
There you go. All right, so Judy Bellaboo. I'm sure that's, or it's Bellaboo Judy, but I'm sure it's Judy Bellaboo.
Okay.
What does she need to know? Ah, that one flipped out, Judy. And it's aquamarine, a beautiful stone, light blue, talking about honoring your emotions and the guidance that they give you. Your emotions are here to guide you towards your soul desires. So if it feels good, then follow your guidance. It says attuning to the mermaids will support you in exploring the depths of your emotions and spend some time near water, which is always good to clear negative energy, is to spend some time down by the ocean. The salt air, will cleanse. So that's really great. Is there an emotional issue that you avoid dealing with, is probably one of the big messages on this card. If so, perhaps try and get some aquamarine to help you with that, or just get down to the water and release whatever it is that's causing problems.
And the rune that I've drawn for you, it looks like an M, but in the runic alphabet it's actually an E. Now, email represents the spirit of female energy, or to me it does. So what that says to me is you really need to trust in your feminine intuition, which pretty much backs up what Miss Clarity was saying as well. Trust your gut instinct, trust your feelings.
Cool.
Get in touch, with more of your feminine self.
Alrighty. Gerda's joined us too. Hey.
Hello, Gerda.
Hey, Gerda. Well, the clear quartz has popped out for you, Gerda. Clear quartz, which is talking about having your life in perfect balance. It's talking about health, wealth, and progress. Asking you if your life is chaotic and out of control. New projects started now will go well, and you can return to a natural state of balance. What have you got?
Give her the rune of gifts.
Oh, she's very gifted. Work towards regaining your balance in those parts of your life that you can control, and leave alone the ones that you can't control. Release stress or anxiety about what you can control and remain optimistic. Sorry, release stress and anxiety about the ones which you cannot control. I think I just said that, and remain optimistic.
Now, just then you said I was gifted. Beforehand, before the show, Miss Clarity said to me that I was special. Now, what made me wonder was when she said special, it was like special.
I'm not answering
that. Yes, my mum used to tell me I was special too.
I bet she did. Some mothers do have them.
Yeah, mine did. Have you met my brother?
You can't say things like that.
Oh, mine did. Look at me.
Okay. I think are we up to Susan? We are. Susan Polson. The messages are flipping through and I can't get back to them, so we're going to have to hurry up because they're going through too fast.
Yeah, we're running out of time. This show goes so quickly.
That's right. Priority. Susan Pyrite, sorry. Pyrite. And it's talking about choosing to cooperate and work in harmony with the world around you. Stability is beneficial. Being objective and rational will help create prosperity. Look at where you are losing money. Networking will bring insights and opportunities. Value and heal what you have, and then once you have a stable base, build upon it. This will bring abundance now and in the future. Discover ways to cooperate and work with others. Avoid obsessing about perfection. Get your life and health in order. Find order in chaos. So the pyrite is actually fool's gold, but it's a very protective stone. So it's actually not a bad stone to carry around. I used to carry one around while I was riding my horse to make sure I didn't get hurt.
Cool.
In my pocket. It's
Did
probably
you get
still
hurt?
in my riding vest pocket. No.
Well, there you go. It worked, didn't it?
It did. Well, I thought it did. I gave the power to it to actually do that, I guess.
So the rune I've drawn signifies need, which once again is pretty much the same as what Miss Clarity was saying. You know, there's a need there. You need to work on that.
Okay.
Well, come on, quick, hurry up. Go on.
Oh, no, I'm trying to read. It's gone off into the faded bit. Nicole Bradbury said, I never know what's happening, but know something will happen. Not sure what Nicole means there. So, Narita Frost says, Kai Pa, thank you. Go says, Yoo-hoo. All right. Bella with Boo. Judy Bella Boo, we've already done her.
Honey?
What's that mean?
Kaupai?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it does.
Well, you don't correct me if you don't know what it is.
I had a Maori friend,
and
that was one of the things he used to say, Kaupai. I think it was beautiful or something like that. But correct me if I'm wrong. Everybody loves to correct me when I'm wrong.
Especially me. Hi, Barb White. She's new here. Lovely to see you. Will we pull her a card as well?
Okay. Mel said, much appreciated. Thank you. Makes perfect sense.
Okay. So I'm going to pull a card for Barb. Well, this one didn't refuse to go back in.
Serpentine.
Serpentine is the card, Barb, which talks about shedding fears and embracing new adventures. Time of transformation and growth. You're about to discover new abilities that you possess. That's nice. Like a snake, they say, shed your skin and start afresh. Tackle any difficulties and challenges head on. Be fearless. If you do not resolve an issue now, it will continue to reoccur. So keep your wits about you.
And once again, I've drawn my favourite rune, the love rune. As I said, now this rune also signifies the flow of water like a river. So, yeah, it's work on things. keep working on things slowly, water will eat away at rock. It'll eat away at everything. So yeah, like the snake, it flows. And yeah,
snake is about healing as well. So, and
so
shedding
water.
that skin, shedding that old skin, and
yeah,
off
water
you
is
go.
cleansing as well.
Yeah. Mel said, "Thank you very much. Makes perfect sense. She's been getting road not drawn a lot lately." Huh? Well, you better take the message. It's going to keep coming out unless you get the message, Mel.
I think there's an echo in here.
Shut up.
I'm sure I read that message a minute ago.
I didn't hear you. All right, D Dunn is from Wippery in New South Wales, Australia. Hi, D Dunn.
I think you need a coffee.
I don't know where that is. Oh, I've got a croaky voice.
Yeah, but you need a coffee.
Yeah, I do. Talking about coffee. Oh dear. The Coffee Oracle cards will be being launched, I think, on the 10th of November, hopefully. And there'll be a giveaway and an interview where I get to talk to Sarah Watkins from Spiritual Events Directory about how that's all come about. So, but at the moment, we're doing D Dunn. And I've pulled Larimer. Oops. Well, I didn't pull it. It's come out. I never pull the cards. They just either flip or they present themselves.
And I've also drawn the female room.
The Larimer is about taking a break from forcing and controlling situations. Stop fixating on being right or becoming obsessed with how things should be. Visit a beach. Another one. Blue crystal. Visit the beach. Larimer is an old Atlantean crystal. Quite powerful. Balance your throat chakra. Yes, Dee, you do need to balance your throat chakra because I'm feeling it. So allow conversations to equally flow between you and others, unlike Marty and I, who've been at cross swords all night. So surrender and go with the flow of the abundance of the universe.
We actually love the banter between us. It keeps us on our toes. Well, I do anyway. I don't know about you.
It gets interesting sometimes. Okay, Barb, we gave you a card. Nicole Bradbury. I think we did Nicole, didn't we? D Dunn, we've just done you. Leanne, Lulu. I don't think we've pulled a card for you, Leanne. So we will do that now. Oops, it's just come out, fallen out.
Something going on at the moment, Leanne, where you need
adventuring.
you need to have strength. So whatever it is that's going on in your life at the moment, be strong, and just be strong, and things will turn out. But don't let things get you down.
No, I pulled it. Well, I didn't pull it. Adventuring came out for you, Leanne. So, Lulu.
This is the room here.
I don't care if you cover my face. New beginnings and favorable events are around you. If there is something you have been contemplating, now is the time to act. Rely on your wisdom and experience to guide you towards success. Enjoy the good fortune use it to your full advantage. It's a good time to take a risk. Thank you, universe, for the new opportunities you offer me is the affirmation for that, Leanne. I hope that makes some sense. Thank you, Kirsty. Yes, it was. That's good. Leanne, we've done. Kate Newski would love a card. I can see you. Azurites just pop straight out for you, Kate. Come on, we're not going to get through when you keep mucking around.
I'm always mucking around.
The universe is creating.
You've got to be lighthearted. You've got to be happy. Life is all about, being happy and enjoying the experience.
Shh, I'm going to lose my place. Kate, the universe is creating experiences around you that show you that. Blah, 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 blah. The universe is creating experiences around you that show what needs to change. You have an important role to play in an upcoming event. It is time to let go of what is no longer serving you. Pay attention to what you are dreaming at night. Trust your intuition. It will guide you powerfully. The mantra is, let me be guided towards a life of bliss. What did you pull?
The rune of peace. Be guided towards a life of bliss.
Well, it is.
There you go. I'll keep things short and sweet. You're the one that raised on.
Okay, you need bliss. Peace and bliss in your life. Donna Connolly would like a reading. Quick one. Oh, there's another one. They're flipping out everywhere. Uh-oh. Now we've got people touching me on the head.
Yeah, I've had that for a little while.
Okay. Donna, it's rutilated quartz. Love rutilated quartz, which suggests that a financial improvement is near, such as new employment, a promotion, or a monetary windfall. It's still up to you to take advantage of this, and you have more talent than you give yourself credit for, Donna. Mantra is, I see my great value, and so does the world. So look for positives in every situation. Don't be afraid to shine, because you got it, babe.
Yep. And just to back that up, you've got the rune of victory and worth. So, yeah, you got it.
Tina says thank you. Nicole says she's lost a few crystals. Don't ever worry about losing crystals, because they come. They're alive. Their energy. They come, they do a job, and then they either go back to the earth to recharge, or they leave you when the job's done, and they move on to someone else. There's this whole energy exchange going on with the crystals. They're great gifts. So Nicole, don't worry about losing them. Just get ones that resonate with you. Walk into a crystal shop, see what you're guided to.
Sometimes a crystal that you have no longer serves its purpose with you. So,
That's what I said.
It leaves and makes way for something new.
Did you do your rune on that? Oh no, that's Nicole. She's already had a reading. Don't do that. Sorry. Stop confusing the issue.
I've got it being confusing.
Evelyn Jamo wants to know if anything's
like.
coming through for her about her work. And I've pulled out this, well, this card came out for you, Peacock Ore, Evelyn. There's a positive twist of events forecast. Don't undervalue a gift you've been given. A different perspective or a second opinion may be needed. Show your true colours to the world. Step forward and offer to be involved. Success comes to those who show up. Be aware of who isn't clapping when you succeed. And the mantra is, I'm proud of the beautiful person I am. Find reasons to celebrate. It's a pretty positive card. So if you keep showing up and you keep being true to yourself, then I would say success is going to come for you eventually.
The Ying rune has been drawn for you. And I'll just, yeah, that's better. I'll just poke that up Michelle's nose there. Now, the Ying rune is all about doing and being, and you know, it's the working rune. So showing up and doing and working and everything like that, that's what the runes are saying that you need to be doing.
Okay. And good luck.
Yeah.
With your work, Evelyn.
Actually, I'd like to wish everybody here that's watching the show good luck.
Yeah, and blessings, just as she loves the crystal cards. They're actually done by an Australian, would you believe? These little crystal cards, they're very, very quick, concise, and great messages. Dee Dunn, I think we've done her. Joe McPherson says hi to Clarity and Co.
Hello, Joe.
Say hi to Co. Teresa's joined in. Hi, Teresa. She was one of the winners of one of our 30-minute readings. We had a lovely time.
Teresa says kia ora.
Yeah.
From New Zealand. Kia ora.
Yeah. Oh, I've lost track. Did we do a card for Nicole Bradbury?
I've lost track too. Hang on. What's this one down here? Who's this ugly bearded bloke?
We'll get to him next. We'll do this one first because I definitely know we haven't done Tylee Patricia Main. She would love something, please. So for Tylee.
No. Yeah, Glacana, the rune of new beginnings for you.
I got Lepidolite. which is a bit of a purpley mauvey stone, which is talking about you feeling out of sorts or on edge or moody. And that makes sense because lepidolite is a really good stone for depression. If there's an issue you're avoiding dealing with, they're saying until it's resolved, it will affect your stability and your ability to move forward. So if you know what that is, it's time to get it resolved or throw some forgiveness at it, at least. He talks about avoiding gossip and find some inner peace and explore any issues that are with a composed and calm approach. Don't be drawn into others' dramas and stories. This is a big issue here. Do not get drawn into other people's dramas. The affirmation is I'm at peace with all that has happened, is happening, and will happen, which is a good one. I hope that helps, Tylee. Larry Hagberg, thank you for telling me about my stone, the Larimar crystal. It relieves my pain big time. Well, that's the Atlantis crystal, the Larimar. It's very powerful, very connected with the ocean. And obviously anything to do with water is about emotions flowing. So it's probably helping you release some emotions that you're not able to.
Now let's do a card and a rune for Larry.
Okay.
But before we do, I'd just like to say that, yeah, Larry, look at this. I am wearing your T-shirt. No, you're not getting it back.
When did that happen? Okay, Kunzite's come out for you tonight, Larry, which is about soul connections that support and fulfill you. If you have drifted away from a soulmate, it's time to reconnect. You may meet a new soulmate or a soul companion. Oh, I can just hear him screaming no right now. Stop that. Strengthen bonds with your partners, parents, siblings, children, anyone who's played a lifelong role in your life. Release judgment and acknowledgement that traits within others that you dislike are also within you. So what you see is a reflection back at what's within you. But you know that loving these traits within yourself allows you to accept others with compassion and gratitude. So choose love in every moment. And the mantra is, I naturally attract perfect relationships into my life. What'd you get?
Yeah, that's a mantra that Larry needs to repeat over and over. He's Larry has, his wife was absolutely beautiful lady. Now, Larry, you already know this one. This is the rune of course and quest and karma. It's also a protective rune. Now, you still have a purpose here, Larry. And this will probably answer a few of your questions. You've still got a job to do, mate. So, just a little bit of a backup telling you that, you know, keep going at what you're doing. You've got something good to do, something that's beneficial for mankind.
A rune for Joe
and
McPherson.
womankind, or people kind. I've got to be politically correct. Oh, bugger it. Mankind. I'm as politically correct as a house brick.
We already said you resemble that.
Actually, I think what you meant was I resemble a brick shit house.
A rune for Joe McPherson, please.
Dagaz. Destiny rune. Okay, so what that says to me is, you know, there's something coming up, something there, path you're following, you know, it's something you were meant to do, or there's something coming up that you were meant to do. So step back, take a bit of a look at things, and...
Well, lepidolite has come out again. So, which came out just before, which is, as I said before, the lepidolite was is a stone for depression. And it says here, if you're feeling out of sorts, on edge or moody, there is an issue you're avoiding dealing with. Until it's resolved, it will affect your stability and ability to move forward. So this just come out a little bit earlier for someone else. Aspire to find some inner peace and then explore any issues with a composed and calm approach. And find some balance between your physical life and your spiritual life. Big message on this card is don't get drawn into other people's dramas and avoid gossip. So mantra is I'm at peace with all that has happened, is happening, and will happen. So Joe, you need to find some peace.
You know, we're getting on close on time. So
We are. So we're kicking on, and we need to pick a winner of the
30-minute
Hi,
reading.
Katie Jane. Thank you for everyone that has come in tonight.
If you'd like to follow Miss Clarity, you can have a look at her page, Connecting with Clarity on Facebook. Join her each morning for a coffee and a coffee reading. Miss Clarity will actually post photographs of her morning coffee up there on the Connecting with Clarity page, and the idea of it is for people to go and have a look, see what they see in the coffee, because everybody sees something different, and Miss Clarity will do a short bit of advice or morning read on what you see in the coffee. So remember that, Connecting with Clarity, folks.
I did put the link on the ad. I didn't get to put it on here today, but I can, yeah. So you can find me though. Moira says she has a piece of cinnabar, so that resonated with her. So that's fabulous. Isn't that funny how that happens, Moira? That you know that crystal came out for you. Sarah Marie Joyce, good evening. Great for you to get here. Oh, Shazza, it's Shazza Rowland's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Shazza.
So quick one, and the one's just popped straight out for you. No mucking around, it just popped out. Imperial Topaz. So it says it's a time of growth and expansion for you. Exciting opportunities will present, and a chance to pursue your own happiness and progress. It says someone deserves a second chance. So someone around you deserves a second chance. Be fully who you are, letting your inner glow shine bright. And why not? It's your birthday. Don't apologize for being your true self. Be careful of becoming overbearing. Encourage others to shine and resolve any issues with your father or prominent men in your life. Watch the sunrise and the sunset, because now is the time to shine. That's a beautiful message.
And my rune for you,
for Shazza,
is blank.
No.
Now, some people say that the blank rune
this
is
is not blankety blank show.
Well, I know you haven't been blanking me out at all. Some people say that the blank rune is a replacement rune in the bag of runes. Other people say that the blank rune represents something unexpected or something unknown.
Larry says your little school bus special.
Yes, little blue bus special. He was telling me that when he was over here. So anyway, yeah. I actually used the rune as a meaning of the unexpected and the unknown. So yeah, something's coming up. You know, you might not be expecting it. You don't.
That's
know
a great. It's actually a great rune
happening.
because it's unwritten. It means you can write your own story. That's what
exactly
that means.
Right.
Yes. So, hi Perla, great to see you. Perla is
Oh, hello, Perla.
We've had some interesting times with Perla. Okay, I'm just trying to get through all these messages so we can acknowledge everyone. Hi Naomi, hope she's a first-time watcher. If you would like to connect with me, I'm there on Connecting with Clarity page. Just look for that. Just type in Connecting with Clarity, it will come up. And I'm on that every morning. So, and everyone on that page gets a little mini reading every day if they connect with me and talk with me. There's also a booking button there. My readings are only $33 for half an hour. That's because I like people to be able to connect with someone and afford to connect with someone if they need help.
Now, I've noticed as we've been talking, a few times tonight as I've been talking, I've been watching the little icons floating up the screen, and there's been a couple of angry faces that have popped up, which is a good thing because I have this firm belief that if you travel through life and you don't upset anybody, you are not truly living.
Naomi G, I don't think you missed your reading.
Sorry if I've upset you, but you know.
Angry face. I don't know why they'd have an angry face.
Oh, never do I, but hey, shit happens.
Look, Gerda put angry faces on one show, and I asked her why, and she said she didn't realize because she was pressing the button so hard that she missed the. It's easy to do. Look, there's some.
See, look at all these angry faces. Yes.
Who's doing that? Stop that.
I'm living right. I'm making people angry.
Okay, if anyone has missed out, please come over to the Connecting with Clarity page. Drop in there. As I said, I'm there daily, and I always try to give everyone a message of some sort. And thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We're 10 minutes over.
It's becoming a bit of a habit for us.
But we got through as many as we could tonight. We got to draw the reading.
We do. Who gets the half-hour reading?
Who gets the half-hour reading? So how are we going to do that tonight?
Well, however, we've put the mouse over there on all the messages from people, and one of us closes our eyes and zooms up and down, and then wherever it stops, that'll be the person.
All right, I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to go up and down. I'm going to go up and down, and up and down, and I'm going up and down. Okay. You're going to say now or what?
No, you got to choose when to stop.
Oh, okay. All right, I am stopping. Who did it stop on?
Joe McPherson.
Stopped on Joe McPherson.
There you go, Joe. Now look, we've got more angry faces.
Oh.
Cool. Someone's doing that just for me. Thank you.
Joe McPherson, you have won the free 30-minute one-on-one reading with me. You need to go over to the Connecting with Clarity page and connect with me there. Send me a message, and we can tee up a time sometime this week that suits. I think I've broken the computer because I can't get back down now. Joe McPherson says, yay. No, he says, me. Okay.
All right, so Joe, you need to get onto the Connecting with Clarity page. For you guys, if you'd like to get onto the page, look it up. It's a great page. I follow Michelle daily. Like the page. I do. And just clicking that little thumbs up button. So thumbs up for Miss Clarity and Connecting with Clarity.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm happy to give you a plug. And if you like my roses, Port of Echuca Blacksmithing. Have a look at my page.
Oh yeah, sorry, I should have plugged that.
That's all right.
Marty's at Port of Echuca Blacksmithing Shop. Very
Blacksmithing on Facebook.
Yeah, he does lessons, gives people lessons and all sorts of things.
Yeah, do a bit of artwork and bits and pieces. Yeah, it's just a big fat bloke standing beside a forge on the picture at the top of the page with a little skinny bloke next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kim's just asking, am I a medium? Or are you a medium? Are you a medium?
Oh, no, I'm a large. Extra large. Extra large. Hang on a minute. What's my shirt say?
No, stop. It's a serious question. All right. Kim, to answer your question, I am a trance medium, so it's not much use to me under this sort of scenario. I have done some mediumship work for people, but it's usually through, trance medium, doing it via trance medium work. So I found that rather lengthy to do, so I choose to use the cards to channel messages that way and focus. So one day I might develop it into something better, but it's not something that I do a lot. But I can do it if someone really does need to get a message. But there's lots of mediums out there, so I don't profess to be a medium.
And as for myself, at times I've had the gift of being able to be a medium. At other times, I have gifts of different things. I go with the flow, whatever it is that is given to me at the time to pass on to the other person. I just go with that. But I won't call myself a medium. I don't call myself a psychic. I'm just me. And I go with whatever the spirit world guides me to do.
Kim, a trance medium is as in trance, so I have to actually go into a trance to actually receive the messages.
Yeah, so trance, not trans medium.
That's funny. So I have to go into a deep state of meditation and then receive messages. That's what that means. So
I just get messages pop in randomly. The voices tell me things.
That's it, Perla, a trance medium. So, which doesn't really work on a show like this. So that's why we try not to. We have had spirit around us tonight, but in this type of environment, it gets very hectic and it's hard to actually tune in unless they come through really strongly. So occasionally that happens too. We have had that happen, and if it's meant to happen, it will happen. Yeah, but we don't blah ha ha. No, that's all right. That's all right. I didn't actually know that that's what I was until someone actually told me that's how I was doing it. So there you go. All righty.
So we're going to wrap it up.
Pella says they tickle your beard.
They do, actually. I had somebody just go and grab my beard like this.
Yeah.
Pella knows who that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
It was, actually.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, last week's winner, Megan, she had her free reading today. We had a lovely time. So,
now, did you write down Joe McPherson's name?
No, that's all right. Joe will contact me. It's all good.
So don't forget, guys, connecting with Clarity. Go on, like the page. Join Miss Clarity in the mornings for a coffee. Well, got to give her a plug. And
Who's
look at that.
doing those angry faces?
I've pissed somebody off again. That's good. I'm living my life. I live it the way I want.
I think we better go.
I think somebody's doing that just to abuse me, actually.
Nikki Allen would like your blacksmith link again. So it's Port of Echuca Blacksmithing.
That's right, on Facebook.
Shall I write that? I'll put that in here.
Just put it in there.
Can you put your rose away? Port of Echuca Blacksmithing. If you want to connect with Marty regarding blacksmithing, is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. And connecting with Clarity if you'd like to connect with me regarding readings. You're welcome, Shazza. And we will see you all again next week at 8:30 on a Sunday. And it's been great. Loved having you all here. You've been wonderful.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun putting the show on for you.
Still going to find out who's doing those angry faces.
Well, somebody with a good sense of humour anyway.
Okay. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Oh, I'm getting touched on the head again.
Good night.
Good night, folks. Be safe. Remember, love and light for all.